Illiatin aloe works fast to provide relief that lasts long for up to 12 hours. Try Illiatin aloe today.
Mayisingiphethe ngathi ngikhona nje ongibeka isitembe esishisayo. Inyuka ngomgogodla mhlawumbe mayihleli kuleyo ndawo izohlala mhlawumbe 3 days. Mayihleli esifubeni nje ngo 3 days ngeke ngiphefumule kahle. Mangenjalo iyangilala. Ukungilala-ke into ya everyday. Ayidingi ukuthi ngize ngigibele embhedeni ngize ngilale cha. Unomoya nje ohamba emzimbeni wami engingawazi usuqhamukaphi ungene kwisezansi sami. Mayibona ukuthi ngiyavala bangukuthi sengilala ngifaka ama-tampon every day. Mayibona ukuthi ngiyivalile le izosebenzisa le yangemuva. Ingene ngemuva kule mbobo le. Iyakhuluma noma lale ehamba ekhanda wakwazi izinto ehamba ekhanda umoya ongayibona ekhulumayo. Iyakhuluma ukuthi ngeke uzulapheke wena. Thina siyimkhovu. Qala ibisho ukuthi sathi unosibani sifuna amandla akho. Usibani ufuna ukuthwala ngawo. Mangiya-ke nasebantwini bayasho abantu ukuthi ngathwetshulwa kwaseke ngahlanya ngisho ukuhlanya ekhanda isimanga salento. Angazi ukuthi kwakwenzenjani ngangenzeni eze ngicabangela into embi kanje kusuka from 2023 kuze kuyimanje. Yabo uma ngabe baqinisele mabethi inyoka ngoba mina ngaze ngicabanga ukuthi inyoka. Indlela yenza ngayenza njengenyoka. Ihambe ihlehle mangabe sometimes ukuthi imphethe kanjani ngalula uze ukuthi engathi qala inyoka ekhanda lakho. Uze ngibone ukuthi iyazi mase ngiyisibuko mhlawumbe mangingayibuka mina ngathi ngiyinyoka. Naya-ke ingane yezilwane. Sawubona. Bazamncane. Bayinaba ngalesi sikhathi bayina 9. Na 12. Phina nezilwane. Abanga. Kofika isikhathi sokuthi ajole kobe kunjani. Umuntu wenza yonke lento. Uzoqala phansi futhi. Qhubeka. Kuthi kamera yacishe ezinto ezingaze cha. Okay. La lights your report. Okay. So thakula uma eqala khona unotice ebonile lawo. Sokuthi nanjalo mangabe ephumele egcekeni uma unokumfica emva kwendlu kukhona izinto azenzayo. Mayembuza uma kwenze njani wenzana njalo lokuhlala aphume mayigodukile waya kubo mayebuya kunezinto ezizokwenzeka enga-understandeki azathi uma engeke ngiyamxosha lo muntu kwami vele usethwasile waphothula usehleli la ngokuthi uyamsiza vele wenzela ukuthi awulekelele esigodleni ngoba umuntu obhizi nokuthi nawe umfikele umsebenzi. Hayi amxoshe kumambize kube buhlungu kumina waphela kuyazela sengifana nomzali kulo muntu athi uma haya akahambe. Hayi abuya nje thuko ngomxoshile engithi akukho engizokwenza nami ngisekhaya akhona emzini wami. Usho ukuthi yena ngalokho wakuphatha ngoba yonke into beyiseduze kakhulu. So isabona ukuthi nomsebenzi mawungena ekhaya sekowowakhe. Yonke into ubona i-access ukuthi yonke into ilula ukuthi ayithole. mhlawumbe kwesinye isikhathi uthole ukuthi bayangena abantu angibaboni ngiyoza section umbhebhe esigodlweni ngiyabuza kwenze njani athi hayi bathe bazohlola hawu batshele bani ngoba phela wonke umuntu uyabhokha kumina so kunalezi zinto zakhe nje ahleze eyigadile engayinakile amqoshe kuma hayi kungabi khona lutho-ke hayi asho ukuthi uzohamba ayohlala komakhelwane khona abangani asebathole bazohlala nabo la yasuka khona-ke ndawo bayisuka khona lapho mhlawumbe kwaphela inyanga emxoshile uma bayisemxoshile uma emveni kwalokho ngiqale ngibe namaphupho amambi angiqale ngizwe ngomuntu ethi usibanibani uthi khona imithi ewu-36 ayihlanganisayo khona abantu abamvalayo khona abantu abamenze imithi mawukuthi usho mina bayazi ukuthi angisebenzisi bamuthi ngoba ngisebenza njengemidiya angisebenzisi umuthi mina so uyazi ukuthi angihlangani futhi indaba zokuvala abantu akazi ukuthi bavala kanjani athi kodwa ngiyasola ukuthi la kule nkulumo yakhe kodwa ukuhle ngithi yena uyangisanganela aqaleka abe namadrama lokhu esondela ayigcine sesibuthi sesiyahlukana kanjalo so ekuhlukaneni kwami naye kanjalo kukhuluma esikhaleni uma vele akhuluma vele ahanjwe nomqondo ikole ngimbuka uma vele ahanjwe nomqondo simthathe uma simiyise esibhedlela masimiyise esibhedlela angithi ngiyamtshela phela mina ngibona ukuthi nangu umuntu owenza le nto uma wami uyagula uya esibhedlela ngiyaxoka noma ngabe sekuyise uma esesibhedlela esekhaya njengethosalamelo uyagijima uyangilekelela azokhuleka ngizokhulekela ugogo uyagula kodwa ngiyafika ngene ekhaya endleleni ahlale ney'ngane bayibhemele iy'nto zabo bazenzele iy'nto zabo ngize ngimbizele la ngisithandane indaba umama egula wena ungakhombisi ukuthi ungaridi njengogogo wakho athi ngiyafika nje emidi ngithi ukufika kwakho akwazi ungena endlini and awungeni manje endlini angisazi isizathu ukuthi ungangeni endlini ngobani akhuluma before kuze kwenzeke yonke lento ebuyisa esibhedlela sengibiziwe esibhedlela ngatshetsha uma wayenoshukela ene-BP zezifo zabantu abadala uma wakho uyaphila and into emphethe i-BP yakhe normal shukela yakho normal asiyiboni into emgulisayo kodwa ngendlela ekwenzeka ngayo kuthiwa khona into ela esiswini asikwazi ukuyikhipha ngoba noma singayikhipha
uyazi now isoul R&B most of the time ama-sing along songs because our generation and the previous generation have been playing the songs so long to such an extent that this is absorbed we know the lyrics like zidlala ingoma zabo opedit in the grass on one week you understand abo Phil Collins yangibamba abo Tracy Chapman iyacula nje Mario Chris Brown laba angithi mix so I think my ngithanda taste yakho uMakhosi waya kuyena wafika ngempilo kaThandeka before upheleze ngithandeka upheleze musipho sayo
Yebo, ngihambile ngikhipha imisho. Wahamba umfika. Kwenzeka nje. Ngangifuna ukuthi sidle amakhosi. Ofuna imali yamakhosi. So manje-ke kuthini ibhalelwe amakhosi akhathi ufika nje kuyena umtshela ukuthi isitori ukuthi-ke nangumuntu usifoni into elibc singathola imali kanje. Like ngicela uyichaze nje ukuthi wayenza kanjani ngiyibani. Sanibingelela nakubabukela emakhaya ku-Black Live TV ngihlelo lokusaka isiqephu sethu izinkinga zomndeni. So sila ekhaya kaMbambo la basicelile bathile ukuthi sasicela ubuye sicela usilandele Thandeka noMakhosi kodwa indodakazi yethu asisathandi ukuthi ivele la kodwa futhi-ke siyafisa ukwazi ukuthi ngempela kwenzakaleni. So namhlanje-ke sihleli nawo uMakhosi sihleli nawo noThandeka. Sawubona Thandeka. Siyaphila. Sawubona Makhosi. Ninjani? Siyaphila. Thandeka sabonga kakhulu ukuthi yena nize nawo Makhosi usinize manisicela la ekhaya bathena abafuni ukuthi siqhubeke kulokuba nomsindo kodwa-ke as much as indodakazi abingekho kodwa bacela ukwazi ukuthi yena ngempela kwenzakalani. So Thandeka uNosidakazi umngane wakho.
New Nivea Q10 Dual Action Serum with Breakthrough Glycostop. It helps block up to 68% of visible skin damage and visibly reduces even the deepest wrinkles for firmer skin that feels amazing. New Nivea Q10 Dual Action Serum.
Hello guys, this video I'm gonna push it as quick as possible because nice one that I will be training on myself. Even this one I need to start training. You know, it's very uncommon for you to have a van like this and you don't know how to not a van. I'm also a victim of that, you know. So I promised myself that my son or my kids, they will enjoy Africa as much as they can because I'm from here. And me also, I want to live in Africa also. But at the same time, I want my kids to also have the luxury of traveling that I didn't have or that I don't have. So yeah, you see, Africa is beautiful, very beautiful. But you see, one thing that we'll do for us to actually improve is every day we keep building. The more we keep building, we build nice houses, nice places, cozy areas. Look how beautiful. Feel the birds, you know. If we build houses like this, we don't need to go to Europe. Why should we go to Europe? Why? And every day we have like today, I use solar in this home. 100% I use solar. And when I use solar, I only depend on the natural cause, that is the solar. That gives me enough energy to power my house. I don't have electricity here. I mean, when I say electricity, I mean I don't use the grid, you know, the system. The panels, and it runs the entire home. Sometimes when I need heavy work, that's when I go and rent a generator, but I'm buying mine soon, you know. Even we have a brother from France who supported me to buy my own generator. I'll be getting next month, you know, for heavy duty works. But on a normal day-to-day running of the home, I use solar power. I think you guys saw with my water system. I'm talking with the supplier, so he's working with the regional company to make sure they give us even another panel so that we can use it for everything. I mean, to run the home. Look, it's not even charging right now, you see. It's not charging because it's at 100. It's 100. It's 100. 100. So something funny. You see these batteries, they have lithium inside. Here in Kenya, we have lithium. The Chinese comes, they come here in Kenya, not just Chinese, but foreigners come in Kenya, get this lithium from here, take it to China, go upgrade it to something like this, which is a battery, and then bring it back to Africa, and we buy it. Instead of us actually using our own lithium to create our own energy, to be self-sustainable, and also we can sell to other countries. We don't do that. For us, we are always like crying and saying we don't have, oh, it's poor governance. No, sometimes I feel like maybe we don't even like ourselves. Because if you really like yourself, you'll work hard to improve your regular life in one way or the other. By even defending what you believe can help even future generations to create some, some footsteps of a good economical footprint, or how can I say, for a better economy, in lack of better words, But for us, most of the time, we have resources, but we want to do things that cannot even bring money into our economy. We want to do like small-scale farming or chicken farming. Like we cannot say, okay, I'm going to open an industry that I will create steel metals, I'll create batteries like this, and I'll be exporting them. Our job is to grow tea, coffee, and even we don't process it. We just send raw materials to those places over there. And then those people bring the same thing when it's processed here to us, and we buy. Same as what I've shown you with the lithium batteries. Anyway, guys, I hope you've been watching this video from the start, because if you are watching this video from the start, you must have seen me telling you that we are building a very beautiful car park here. It's going to hold 5 cars. So we already dug the holes, you can see, right here. It's not so deep. It's reaching, you see, here. So it's not so deep. Reason being, it's not going to carry anything on top. And when you're building a house like that, which has a roof and all that, not just a roof, it has like concrete on the top. You make this very, very, very deep and also very, very long. But in this case, we are just building a very nice car park. It's gonna be long. So yeah, that is what is going on. And also with the kitchen, we are looking for the best tiles. With these tiles, we can even now keep the design. We can keep like creating and creating and creating. The other day I transplanted a tree. I'm gonna show you this tree. It was somewhere there. We transplanted it because we're gonna be doing the car park. And also this tree here, see this tree? Yes, this tree here, we will cut it. We will cut this tree. Okay, we'll cut that tree. So once we cut that tree, to create more space, we need 5 cars that can easily park there. So because of that, we transplanted one of the trees here. Okay. Transplanted one of the trees here. On here. We transplanted this tree. See this one? So it's doing well. There's a lot of water below there. So that even is helping die. And apart from that, I'm also harvesting a lot of sand from the river. I'm gonna show you this. You see how we are so blessed. Even for example, water in Africa, it's not like we don't have water. That's how does this water arrive in your home or in your house? That is the main problem. Africa has enough water. For example, Kenya has a lot of freshwater lakes. Actually, we have even the second largest freshwater lake in the world. It's called Lake Victoria. So that by itself means no home shouldn't have pipe water, because we have the largest freshwater lake in the continent of Africa, here in Kenya, for example. You see? So right now I'm harvesting sand. You see here they've been harvesting a lot. This is a lot of sand they're harvesting. This other side, look at this. We are harvesting serious sand. I need to tell them not to put these things here. I need to tell them these ones are not part of the sand. But this means it was the last sand they were chopped. They were removing from the ground. So I want to put a lot of sand here. You see like that. And even there's still even more on the other side. You see that one over there. Still even on the other side, I don't know if you can see, guys. I'm harvesting more and more sand like never before. You know. And let me take you to this other side. Let me take you to this other side. You see what's going on. More sand, guys. More sand harvesting. Look, all this we are harvesting from that small river. That small river. Can you believe? In other countries, they pack sand like cement, like in boxes. This type of sand, they pack it in boxes, and you have to buy. You know, my horses are enjoying. You see over there, really enjoying Malaika and Rio. You know, I think you guys remember I had 3 horses one day, but that is God's plan. Me, I always say, everything God plans everything. So here we have. I want to start putting more sand here. They come and play here. They love to play here. It's like their playing ground. This area here, they play and roll and roam. This is Malaika. These horses have really saved me from slashing this compound. Every day they graze day and night. They don't sleep. They sleep maybe 2-3 hours a day. So they cut this grass. They eat the grass every day. When they are doing that, even in watery areas like this, they just pass and enjoy that. I'm gonna show you more.
Hey, Malum, I thank you for working out driving none of my patronage for our day tonight. It's the least I could do, Muto. I'm going to metric one back. So this is the closest you can get to a metric ton. I can't want to walk from Mariana.
I'm not sugar lips. Just focus on our hot wings date. Yes, I can't wait.
Hot wings date? Malum, stop up on here. Have you been recostele this individually?
Hypo. Yeah, man.
I thought we were having PCs. Oh, let some go. I can't really go to like a soul square meal. I've been a little hot wings and a piece. Ow! So I know my George. That's why my picture don't start. Oh, yeah, guy. Can't smell soul square meal. It's like the hot wings and a piece. My unfortunately, Shapoka plus 1. Oh, what's all about 2 hits are better than 1? Imagine what 3 can do.
3 is a crowd, Malum.
I'm back. What?
I think I need to ask those boys to put here some stones to prevent the sand from coming this side. But you can see, I'm not playing, guys. I am not playing. So this sand will help me when I'm plastering this wall. You know, you see? This could be, I don't know how many tons, probably 22 tons, right there. Not even let's say around 40 tons of cement here. You know, you can see that. Very blessed. Look, even there's still more coming. And our river is very small. Yeah. So I pay the locals here. They get the sand from the river and I pay them. So I'm not just harvesting sand, but I'm also creating big time employment here in the village. Instead of somebody sitting somewhere and thinking about drugs, no, this people go at a mile there, work and get paid. And actually, guys, I can say most of my money that I've earned in my entire life, I've spent it in my own village. That's also one thing that I'm so proud about, because sometimes we Africans, when we receive money, we tend to go and hide it far away in other people's homes. We go to Paris and buy a nice apartment or condo or something. But me, I'm very proud that actually all the money I've been receiving in my entire life, I've invested in Africa. At least I can say I've contributed positively. This guy is using solar, but I don't know if here it's charging or not. Maybe for him, you know. This solar to charge his battery is radio. There's a small radio. Yeah. This is one of the boys that are helping me to get some sand from the river. I want to make this area full of sand. All of it. All of it. All the way. This is my plan. You see, already you can tell I'm not playing around. You can tell I'm busy working. You know, you can tell. Look, for example, here. This is the river. The harvesting from here, just right here. You know, very nice. Very nice. You know, right now it's rainy season, so there's a lot of sun. But when it's not raining, you can't find this sun. So, yeah, creating employment, the boys enjoying, and also I give them breakfast, I give them lunch. So, a good boss, you know. Actually, in my home here, I always say, I don't think there's a better treatment around even my region in terms of payment and food and, you know, because other places you just go and work and they pay you $3.5 a day. They don't care if you've eaten or not. Here I cook food for 20 people minimum. Yes. Where did these guys go? I love these birds. Can you feel? Even right now they have gone to eat maize. Normally they are like 200, especially in the morning. Can you imagine, guys? I'm pushing for nature. Okay, so let me give you a call in 2 minutes. My wife is ready.
Success.
Say hello to our architect.
Hello, architect from Zambia. How are you? I'm very good, very good.
She's very excited. She just came from driving a Land Cruiser.
I've been seeing the videos. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Hey, I will call you today because I need you to design my sister's house.
Not a problem, my brother. Not a problem.
Okay.
I was even meant to call you, to congratulate the kitchen design you're doing. It's
Okay, architecture approved?
architecture approved.
See you, man. Anytime you want, when we are home here, just come. You don't have to tell us when you are coming. As long as
That was my plan, was just to do a surprise.
yeah. All right. I'm gonna be calling you in a few minutes. Just yeah. All right. Thank you. Hey, how has been your ride?
Good. We went to the road that goes like
To get to River's home?
Yes, River's home. That road is very, very nice to practice because there's no cars, no bus.
Yeah, and it's also steep and it has a hill.
Yes.
You went up to the River's home?
We went up to where the tarmac road finishes.
Yeah, that's the River's home, just down there.
Yeah.
Kiriwa has a good 4x4. No, there the car can move. You know, it's very light. You know, when the car is light, only one. Moja tu linazunguka Kiriwa. You have to put 4x4. Aya, Rudy usiende chini. Just one time. He's using only the back ones. Yeah, one more. Hey, you have to keep going, but you go straight. Yeah, nice. This has 4x4, so it can't. How did you feel riding?
I feel every day more comfortable. So.
That is originality.
it there. Because now we are working on the car park, guys. I think that's okay, Gitiba. Or you bring it behind. Maybe bring it up to somewhere there. So the car doesn't sit, you know, like sleeping. So you don't put a lot of weight on this place. Just keep going behind. I notice your too. I think right there is okay. Yeah, there is okay. There is okay. The Kiliwa is actually a real drive. Give yourself a shout out.
Yes, guys, what's up? I was going to the training.
Yeah. We had gone. No, we had gone. To train your seat.
Yes. Now I was back.
I'm back.
Yes. Back like this.
Yes, guys. How do you think Rosie is doing? Okay.
Also, I was going to the amazing road because there you cannot get in there.
A lot of cars.
Motorbikes. Our road.
Yeah. The one that goes to your home.
I was going to our home village there.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So like guys, I'll teach you three more English. So you say we went to our home. Our home village. We went to she likes the road, yeah, you told me that. How do you see the road of Gitariva?
Very good.
Yeah, I told you guys every Sunday you could be going. You could be going to train every Sunday or Saturday. But it is what it is, guys. You see, Gitariva, I think they will bring water here and wash it here. The birds nest it. And that is uric acid. It can mess up the gun. I think it is okay. It's well packed here. Guys. That is your money now arriving there.
Bingelela bafowethu balandeli isipanimiti seweni bomba benimaziwa sibonga ongaphansi kwesipanimiti bafowethu uzophakamisa uthando lwenu njalo mengibingelela nhle ngiphakamisa uthando lwenu ukuthi ngiyalibonga uthando sithanda ngalo bafowethu siyabona ipeji liyakhula ngiyabona lesibuyikhipha namhlanje ukusho ukuthi ikhona isente esikwazi ukuthi lingene sikwazi ukuthenga something nokunjalo nama-security bafowethu sifiso sethu tuphele unyaka sesinama-security ngoba kunamanye amnisendela zona ama-message ama-email singakwazi ukuwa-attenda njengama-security bafowethu sisendelwe usizwa kangcobo la story uthi unenkinga nomfowabo so ngizomtshela usisi azochaza istori sakhe umfowabo ngingachazi mina istori mhlawumbe ngisichaza ngendlela erong ngicela yena usisi azosichazela sizwe ukuthi yini inkinga yini lapho ukuthi ayixoxa nomfowabo ngiyabonga bafowethu usisi sesoma molo kanjani ikhona mama phakathi umfanelile wakwesipanimini ngitholile sisi message yakho but ngixolisa ukuthi siphuzile ukuza kwenza baningi abantu abasibhekelayo nabanye khona ababhala ngaphambi kwakho sacela futhi ukubingelela abalandeli besipanimini bachaze ukuthi
yena-ke imali ukudla yokuhamba amaklabhu sinayo into ama-wave enza amaphasi labo omakhelwane
Ngishilo amafaka kanjani mhlawumbe unganaba nje lapha.
uma wayesebenza beshela amapholisi basho ukuthi ndawone manje benza ubuqophololo thatha yonke.
Manje wena wazi ukuthi uyosebenza mhlawumbe nawe ukuze imali waphela umfowethu yacacutha.
Elusenza itholakala uma ngisathi nombobho uma ngisathi nombobho uyasuzumdala
Unomuntu kanjani?
nginalo udlame yasihanje mhlawumbe besifazane nodlame siyagijima siyashesha ungangithi ngoba ngingenalo angikhohlele
Yo manje awazi ucabanga mhlawumbe mhlawumbe ngoba nabo
abenqona nje beqondisa umisa khona imali ngingcwelisa
kuyinto wenzani manje?
wahamba amaphakathi amaklabu amawethu amaphakathi lashisa inyama bekanjalo
Lo nyama wena
hhayi angibizwa awusengangidingi
kodwa ekhaya
hhayi angithengi mina ngize ngithenge imali yami ikhona
mhlawumbe singamthola phike mama
ukhona nje siyaxoxa sengakhona
Redefine skin aging with active ingredient Epicelline from Eucerin.
babukela isifane media sengiphinde ngabuya bafowethu. Lokhu ngiqolise njalo indaba bafowethu. Bafowethu ngizophinda ngibingelela ngisebenza ibhongo la kaMkhize bafowethu. Size emndenini wakaNgcobo la besibhalelwa uMandisa wakaNgcobo. Ngahlule lapho bafowethu sengithikile. Ngathi bafowethu phela bengathandi bengayithandi amakhamera. Bengayithandi amakhamera ngazama ukuthi ngincede. Ngizophinda ngibingelele futhi mfowethu. Sibhalelwe siswamba lo manje mfowethu. Ya sibhalelwe siswamba uMandisa. Singonodaba. Asikhulume nawe wahluleka. Kodwa ngaphambi mhlawumbe ukuthi alikhulume lolu daba manje ngicela ukubingelela abantu.
Sanibonani babukeli. Lo khuluma njengamanje umelosi wakwaNgcobo.
Siyabonga futhi Melosi siswami. Ngisacela ukumchazela ubhuti ukuthi yini edala ubhalele isibani media. Ukuthi asizele ekhaya.
bhuti wami izathu esingibhala isibane media inemali sashera nabazali ngekake yami neyakho hhayi yakho wena usonobuqophololo usho uthatha imali yonke uyiphuza ney'ntombi zakho uma wey'ngane zakho nangakwenza amabhangise
Kancane-ke siswami. Kukho konke nje lolu daba lolu kungani uvile nabantu abazongishuthi ukuthi sikhulume lo daba. Bese ngesikwazi mhlawumbe ukuhlala phansi sizokuthi mhlawumbe ufone imali waprefer ukuthi ulethe abantu bamakhamera la emzini kamkhulu emzini kakho.
ayikho into engayenza
Manje ubone kuyibona abangcono. Ubone kuyibona abangcono obona ukuthi kungcono ukuthi ibona abazosebenza. Oh nice. Ngoba wena ubona ukuthi kukhona umehluko ozoba khona ngokubaletha kwakho. Ngicela ungivezele lo mehluko. Because mina bengilindele ukuthi mhlawumbe uzobuya mhlawumbe ulande ihlobo omalume abakhona abadala sibe sikhuluma le ndaba. Hayi ukuthi uyithathe ngale ndlela uyithathe ngayo.
Ebudala umazi nama ngisimudaki uyakubeka isandla
So manje iyiphi-ke solution ezoba khona ukuthi ningilethele abantu bamakhamera bezofutha le nzima. Manje ngifuna nginenzeleni-ke aseningilethele amakhamera.
ngifuna ingxenye yami yemali sashela yona
Okay, abazali besishiyana le mali wena wasuka la ekhaya angithi waphuma wahamba waphetha udlala la uhleli khona uzazi ukuthi ukhali besimo esikanjani nabe kumele ngilandele la ukhona ukuze kusize ngemali yabazali.
ayona lezi sona izathu akusona izathu
Ufuna ngibhekele kanjani ukuthini kuyona njani.
omele imali yami ufake i-account number yazi i-account number ngaze ngishifuze no-percent akusona nje into engasetshenziswa ukuthi ngaphuma ngayapha kusona indaba yakho ukwazi ade ngikwazi
Imali ngangizokunika inkinga ngangengikwazi ukusuka la ngilandelele la ukhona ekubeni kumele kulungiswe ekhaya futhi at the same time iyona le mali lena ebizolungisa ikhaya.
ilizwe uthatha
angenzi lutho kodwa ngisasemaplanini.
Hello guys, this video I'm gonna push it as quick as possible. Good morning guys. Oh my god, I just messed. I stepped here and the water. So I have to remove these socks right away. Because already I've messed. So anyway guys, good morning. It's first day here. I don't know why that guy is limping. I really don't know why that guy is limping. There's a new guy working here. I don't know why he's limping. I need to go and see what's going on with him. Anyway guys, good morning. Good morning. This day starts from a very low vibe because yesterday I had done a video for you. I was going to edit it and the memory card went into the laptop. I know it sounds crazy, but in one of these coming videos I'll show you what happened. You see there's a spot where you put, I have socks here. There's a spot where you put a memory card. So and I put it in like this. It went to another area that I didn't even know existed. Technically a wrong hole and disappeared into the computer laptop. So I'm creating a new video to compensate on that. Anyway guys, good morning, good morning. Look, super cloudy, not one of the best days, and even my solars are off. I don't know what's going on. You can see when I try to turn the lights, the solars are on this other side and they are off. But first and foremost is welcome to this vlog for today. My name is Marwa. If you're seeing this, probably I've solved the problem or I'm still solving the problem because I have to film this video today, and today it has to go again, film a video for tomorrow today. So today I'm filming 2 videos. That is hectic. But anyway, because I love you guys and I want you guys entertained. At the same time, I don't want you to miss anything. Just go along with me, and one of the best supports you can do is by giving this video a like. Please subscribe to my channel, guys. I know some of you watch my channel and have not subscribed. Just confirm that you've subscribed, and please, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscription button, guys. Road to 1 million, but now let's go to 600,000. Anyway guys, this day is tough, but you know, I have done a short prayer and I hope that prayer will push this day along. Good morning. Let me put new socks. Kuna maji hapo mbele na kwa hiyo corridor, mvua ikinyesha madamu unasukuma maji kwa corridors. Jana karibu fundi avunje miguu hapo kwa hiyo corridor hapo. Na hapo kwako nimeona pia kuna maji ile corridor. Please. Guys, I'm telling her she needs to be pushing water in the corridors because she's my solo. Oh my god, she's staying. And this day it will be okay. I don't think it's a good vibe, but it will be okay. So what I'm trying to say is I'm looking for new socks. We don't have even any power in the house. Let me see if I get some socks here. Yeah. Got some new pants.
very see what's going on and how to fix problems. Sometimes in the mind, let's say you are going to fix problems, not to cry. But let's see how it goes. And sometimes that is what life is. Let's. So I'm gonna take you to my kitchen. I had filmed that video yesterday, but it went wrong, horribly wrong, because as I told you, my computer swallowed my memory card. I need a sweet jacket or something. Yeah. So I was telling the lady who is my house manager, it's very important that when it rains, she ensures that she clears the water that are in the balconies, because this water can be really dangerous. You can slide and then it will be another story for another day again, you know. So it's very important. Like for example here,
Smart food for smart living. Packed with nutrients to help support your immunity. High in protein to fuel your day. Loaded with 19 vitamins and minerals.
then you see, there's no electricity, there's no power. For example here, this part of the house here, you see there's water over there. So she needs to squeeze that water out. At the same time also, I will try to see if I can make water somewhere here. Very little, because it rains. Look, the fish ponds are overflowing. Actually, we had to open the outlet there. Let it flow. Otherwise, it was already becoming, you know, when it overflows, what happens is the fishes can overflow and they go out. They will die. Or at least I'll lose fishes. There are still fishes over there, even though my fishes died, a lot of them, but we still have some of them there. And you see, the water is full from all that side. It's been crazily raining. And this same fish pond, at some point, it dries up, and then I have to struggle to bring water here. Actually, I'm thinking on how to bring water here. So first, let me go start with my solar system. I see if it needs some emergency, so I can make calls to see if we can solve the issue, because the house doesn't have electricity. But I'll say like this, to be honest, I think we've pushed it a lot. And also I need to call a guy to come and fix my generator, my old generator, because I'm renting one. It's very expensive to rent one. It's either I rent one or I just go and buy a new generator today and forget about generators and all these things. So I can have my own, because owning yours is cheaper than renting, especially given that my works are prolonging. It's not just one day. And then I'll bring you to my kitchen. Very beautiful, super design. I'm taking you there very soon. So please stay tuned. Watch this video. And good morning from East Africa. If you're watching this video before 24 hours go, it means it has been filmed today morning. So what you're watching is real time. So let me start with this side here. Let me start with this side here. This is, I'm really praying God everything goes okay. So you see, it's not charging. It's 2% and it says fault, meaning there's a problem. So what I'll try to do is reset. First is let me call the guy who, but I can switch this off. Then I switch it on.
So the inverter is not converting. There's a problem here. For what? It started to charge. You see? But it's still at fault. It has started to charge. Just like that. So what we're gonna do is wait until it's 5%, then this here will disappear. So if it disappears, then the inverter will take over and we'll have power into the house. But power can't go into the house until it is minimum 5%. You see, it's 2%. 2%. So let's wait. All I have done is just switch this off and on. Technically, it's like restart the system. This solar system is very, 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 very simple.
Der Kunde bekommt von uns nicht nur die Getriebetechnik, sondern auch die Verbindungstechnik und auch die Kegelradgetriebetechnik. Grundsätzlich ist natürlich jeder Kunde auf der Suche nach einer Lösung. Wir analysieren, was möchte der Kunde, wie möchte er es, welche Möglichkeiten bieten sich. Er bekommt schlussendlich von uns eine saubere Lösung, die kostenoptimiert ist und speziell natürlich für seine Anwendung geeignet. Wir sprechen von dem SIM-Systembaukasten. Man kann sich das so vorstellen, wenn der Kunde jetzt eine Plattform hat, die er quasi in der Höhe verstellen möchte, dann bekommt er die richtige Getriebe in Kombination als ganzes System und Kegelradgetriebetechnik, abgestimmt auf die jeweiligen Anforderungen. Die Schmierung ist ein großes Thema. Diese gilt sich auf jeden Fall zu betrachten und zu bewerten im Vorfeld. Hier wird unterschieden zwischen dem Einsatz von und Kugelgewindetrieb. Je nachdem, was die Anforderung quasi mit sich bringt. Möchte ich hohe Geschwindigkeiten fahren, eignet sich der Einsatz von Kugelgewindetrieb und stellt zum Beispiel die Selbststemmung einen großen Faktor in der Anwendung dar, dann ist das Trapezgewinde die richtige Lösung. Standardhub gibt es in dem Sinn bei uns keiner. Wir fertigen das System immer kundenspezifisch. Das heißt, wenn der Kunde den Wunsch hat, Hub 855 mm, dann wird das entsprechend diesen Anforderungen gefertigt. Die Lieferzeit, die variiert natürlich je nach den Anforderungen. Grundsätzlich ist die Eigenfertigung bei uns im Haus sehr, sehr hoch. Wir sprechen hier von 90% und mehr. Wir haben die ganzen Fertigungsmaschinen bei uns im Haus, das heißt ganz normale Dreh- und Fräszentren. Wir haben auch Wirbelmaschinen.
And easy to use. The only thing is probably I'm pushing it too much lately because they are using the grinder. You know that grinder? They're using that grinder to grind to do some grinding work. That's why I'm thinking, instead of pushing my close to 15,000 solar system, okay, let me go buy a generator for like $300, $400, and I will safeguard my system because this system runs cameras here, CCTV cameras. You see? All of a sudden, you can see that is gone. That means maybe it's resetting. But until we see this fault gone, but it has to be 5%. At 3%, it's still fault because it doesn't have enough power to power what's happening. And also another thing that has happened is lately I've added a lot of machines into the house. So that also is causing problem. Today we'll try to minimize the usage of electricity here so that it can actually, we can make sure that it is minimum 80% charged before we start using. Like for example, pumping. Right now we have like 3 machines I brought. I will take you around. We have different machines, and also I want the planters today not to use electricity which is coming from this DC or direct current. I will try to minimize the consumption of electricity today so that we can have this charge. The reason being is you can see how the weather is very gloomy. I'm really hoping that it will improve in the course of the day. You know, let's go up here and see what's going on. Okay. Yes. Also, one thing I'll do is I'll get the boys to clean these solar panels. Okay. I'll get the boys to clean these solar panels. You know, I'll get the boys to clean these solar panels. So once they clean these solar panels, you know, I'll get the boys to clean these solar panels for maximum tapping of light. Oh, there's something over there. I can push it. Let me see what I can use to push it. Okay, there's another. Push, there's something here. Oh, it's just a stick. Oh my god, I did more mess. This went there. We're gonna clean them today. They're not very dirty, but for the sake of maximum maximum efficiency, okay, I'll make sure the boys come and clean them today. They'll clean.
I have to poop and it feels stuck. Stop! Are you trying to kill us? What? Fiber helps you poop. No. Fiber soaks up stuck poop. It's like adding more cars to a traffic jam. Are you insane? Laxatives turn new poop into liquid diarrhea. But it doesn't get rid of the stuck poop. It's when it's backed up and bloated. Oh my god, aren't I? Here, do us both a favor and watch the 7-second poop trick video. Please.
This is the quickest way to ease gut issues.
Fiber helps you poop, right? Nope. What about drinking lots of water? Nope.
I've seen this guy everywhere talking about constipation.
Do this to clear out stuck poop fast.
There must be a reason he's all over social media. Let's keep watching.
Kind of surprising, but diarrhea is actually a form of constipation. Weird, right?
Wait, what? I did not know that.
Most people think diarrhea and constipation are two different things. The fact is, diarrhea is your last-ditch attempt to get things moving again.
Okay, that actually makes sense.
So even though diarrhea is moving things along, not all of your poop cooperates and comes out. Most stubborn mind stuck in the grooves of the colon. That leftover poop acts like Velcro and grabs onto new poop, causing it to pile up.
So it's recruiting other poop to clog up your colon.
What do? Well, it's not glugging down glasses of psyllium or other fiber because that makes things worse. Because according to New York's top gut doctor, fiber just adds bulk to weight already stuffed poop. That's like adding more cars to a traffic jam.
Okay, so not fiber, then what are they doing?
Don't take laxatives, choke down psyllium, or drink lots of water just to poop every morning. It's not the best way to unclog stocked poop. There's an easier way.
Okay, here we go.
It's called the 7-second poop method, created by Dr. Gina Sam, a top New York City gut doctor. She was one of the very first doctors to investigate the link between the health of our gut and excess weight. She's now going to show you her 7-second morning ritual for a satisfying whole colon release that anyone can do at home. If you're feeling backed up, if you're feeling bloated, constipated, tap the button below this video to see Dr. Sam's 7-second poop method now. It's going to get things moving along, clearing out your bowels almost instantly. Tap the button below this video to see Dr. Sam's 7-second poop method.
kind of messy. I need to get the boys to also clean this area. Possibly gonna need to. I feel like I should keep my pigeons inside here, but it's kind of messy inside there. So these solar panels here, okay, these solar panels that you see, tap the sunlight and pushes that into this small room I've shown here, and then that charges the entire house. So last night when we went to sleep around 10, the entire battery was left. That was left was only 20%, which is very abnormal because 20% is the battery I wake up in the morning with. Let's say right now I should be at 20% charging, but yesterday it was at 20%. And I'm believing it's because I have increased the number of machines here. Number one is I have two, I'll take you around and show you, but I have three water pumps. And even the worst part now is I have automated those water pumps. That means that they don't really care if there is sunlight or not. They will automatically switch themselves on. So that means during the night, the batteries are being drained. During the day, the batteries are being drained all the time. And also even we have one that we've recently installed. At any time you open a tap, it pushes, it's a pressure pump. It's pressurized, or it pushes the water across the entire system so that the water can arrive wherever you are opening that tap very fast. So the problem with that is even any little leakage anywhere, let's say even outside there is a leakage, it will run all night. Also, I need today to ask the plumbers to actually have switches of all these new systems that we're installing, given that let's say maybe somebody's not here and there is a leakage, we don't have a leakage and we also don't lose power here, given that this entire home is off the grid. I've seen a dog come here. There was a dog I've seen walk jumping here. Alright guys, so let's hope in the next maybe 30 minutes we'll have power there, okay, because I've just done the necessary. I should also teach my guys to do that, like that guy who sleeps there. That's a security room, it's not a bedroom, it's just a security room. It has a small mattress that someone can rest, not even sleep, rest. Okay. So, and also I think I need to repaint these metal bars, just to repaint them because they are rusty due to serious weather factors like rain. We need to give it time. So 3%, 2%. So we'll come here when it hits 5%, automatically this will disappear and it will start to power will start going on the other side. But for now it's at 2% because the last battery is at 2%. So let's keep hoping that at least, and I'm praying God bring the sun. Yes, and again it's clearing up. It's been raining, guys. Look at my fish pond. That should tell you how much it's been raining. It's been raining a lot. And the beauty of that is our crops around us here, you see, very lush. They grow. Grass grows, and also the river gets full. That means young boys can go there and get water. There's a guy limping over here. This guy is new, and he's been limping. And most of the time, I tell them to wear gumboots, and they don't. But you see, that is what I was telling that lady. To be pushing the waters in the balconies. Otherwise, you see, it had blocked. So, the water had blocked. Just open the water in that balcony. So she needs to clear up all the balconies because passing from here. A lot of water had blocked it. You see, I had to say it for them to leave. It should be like that. It should be something automatic. When there is rain, they should go around and fix problems. Look here, guys. It rained yesterday, and actually this fish pond was full to the brim. And you see when the water looks very dirty, it's never like that. And now, because of that, I was putting this thing around them. Around saying stones close to normal. Stones should be removed. And I'm trying to make very nice environment. Look now. It's already taller than me. This one is even double the height. And I'm already enjoying the beautification. Oh, look how it's looking. Plus those over there, guys, looks like.
Get KFC Streetwise from only $39.90 and feed your original.
How does it look for me? It's a dream, like I'm sleeping. I'm just sleeping. Feeling a wild dream. So, you see the fish ponds are full. There's a big capsizing there. But you see on the other side, here is very dirty. But it will clear up. And what we did was, mzee habari asubuhi. Sawa baba. Lakini mambo yenyu hapa sawa? Mambo yenyu hapa sawa? Haya. See guys, the heads, they have done a very nice job. See, they're working. See how the fish ponds are full to the brim. You see over there, water is clean. Here it's dirty a little bit, and here it's really dirty. So we need to plant some plants here that naturally clean water. Naturally, okay? And this water is coming all the way from up there. And that's my cock reminding me. So we had to open this outlet here. You see, this is how the system runs. We had to open that outlet over there. Otherwise, you see, water is already flowing outside. It's overflowing on this side. I'll tell the boys to close. This water is not supposed to flow like that. Because it will flow with fish, it will flow with fish eggs. And also, I'm very happy to see this tree responding to its environment. You see that tree over there? This tree is one of the best trees, guys, of all time. See even the leaves? I'm so tree respond. Because in the future, when I cut this tree, the reason we're going to do that is it's very messy. It drops a lot of leaves and all these things. But this tree, when it grows here, even this water will disappear from it, I'm telling you. It's very good in what we call water catchment. It's able to retain water and all that. So, waking up with some very sad news, because honestly, my soul is not working, but I'm hoping for the best. And also, we are figuring it out. And one thing I really love to do is to construct my villa or my house or my land when it's raining. Because one thing I've come to realize, guys, forget about everything else. When you live, what you really focus on is water. Either enough water supply to your home, land, house, whatever. Or is the water messing you up? Maybe you've built and every day water is flowing. Maybe there's a lot of leakages. You see, there's a lot of, oh my God. My fishes were washed. Look. He's still alive. Oh my God. He's still alive. Oh my God. You see? He's still alive. Oh my God. Oh my God. See, this is what I was telling you. No, this one is dead. This is still alive. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, you see? Oh my God. This one has been eaten. Oh, a lot of fishes were washed. Oh no, there's another big one here. He's still alive. Oh, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I told you there's a problem here. Oh, look, more losses. Oh, how many more fishes were washed? You see, what have made those fishes survive is because of this water flowing, just that little water. So here we have a fish which is dead. We have another one over there. We have another one over there. Oh my God, this thing is going out as a big challenge. Oh, I have to go through this and see. You see, that's what I was telling you. Last night it rained too much, and I don't want this water flowing here. So we have to do something to actually stop it. Okay? Otherwise, I'll wake up one day, all my fishes have been washed away. This fish pond is turning out to be very challenging. I'm ready for the challenge. We will face the challenge. Oh my. So these are the fishes that they died, and these ones survived. Maybe they were too tiny. My fishes have been washed. Let me try to see, but I think those are the main ones because I have to follow this and see. I have to see if they. I'm not seeing any yet. So you see, that's a challenge that I need to figure out how to fix. That when it rains a lot, I'm losing fish, and also when it doesn't rain, I'm losing fish. So that is something I need to check. I think there's nothing much to see. Let me see Uncle Mo here. Uncle, habari asubuhi. Yes, Mo. What's happening?
I'm just thinking nikaguliwa na
Daktari. Daktari anakuja.
nikamwambia unakumbuka ile time tukiwa zile tulikuwa angalia kwanza. Nataka kuzaa wakati hiyo tunaleta mpaka pia good. Acha beti akuje.
The veterinary is coming.
Iko hai mbaya. Hata hili pia inakuja mpaka kitu kile kinakuwa hapa.
Lakini Moi, lazima tuiangalie. Guys, vet is coming. This cow is about to give birth. The udder is behaving some way that is too big. It's too big and there is some lumps. Kuna vitu hapo Moi. Usipokaa chonja utaona. But the veterinary is coming. So guys, this is one of my cows. It wants to give birth any day. Any day it will give birth. So the veterinary is coming to just check it. You know. Uncle Mo, good morning. How are you? Uncle, habari ya asubuhi. Yes. Geoffrey, good morning. How are you? Hii ng'ombe matiti unaonaje? Iko ni mgonjwa. Haya. So guys, they say it could be sick, but the veterinary will come. Ama mwishike tuangalie. Shika mguu, anko shika mguu, shika tuangalie ng'ombe. I'm gonna check. Nani anajua kukagua? Moi. You want to restrain it. Ngoja kidogo nionyeshe moyo. Guys, tell me what you think of this other. Seeing a little. No, that's no problem. The problem should be behind here. Inakaa nzito. Haifai kuwa hivi. More is up. The vet is coming. Bado. So guys, I'm gonna wait for a vet to come and see how we can fix it, and he will give us a report. Lakini mzee, unaona ile matiti iko sawa? Ng'ombe karibu kuzaa, haijazaa. Angalia. I'm asking my old man to tell me what he thinks. Jina tibiwaje? Ayo ya mbele ni ile kuzaa. Hata sisi tumekuwa na ng'ombe zamani. Ikiwa na maziwa mengi, inakuja mpaka hapa. Sisi ng'ombe yetu tumewahi kuwa nayo, zinakuja mpaka hapa. So guys, I think what you need to do is find hot water and we try, but the veterinary is coming. But I think the early remedy is hot water and we want to check what's going on. Guys, this guy works for me here. When he arrived in my home, the first thing I told him, what did I tell you? So when you're wearing, what is going on? Tell people on the camera what's going on.
I was hunting fireworks, so when the time was hunting, I ran backwards, step on it.
Anel, did you have gambits? Okay. Now you fix it. Because you don't listen. Guys, these guys, when they come here, I insist everybody has gambits. The other boy that works for me is right there. He doesn't want to listen. Boy, endo uchomere ule mafuta ya mboga. Amekuwa na misumari. Havai gambut, unamnunulia gambut. Sasa utamfanya.
Hata ndio tulikuwa tunasema kuna wengine hapa kama
Mafuta ya mboga. Asubuhi akitoa kuni huko. Mimi namwambia vaa gambut. Nimenunua gambut. Moja hapa, hataki kuvaa. Sasa utafanya aje? I buy gumboots for everybody. You see, even this other guy has gumboots. That guy I've been telling him wear gumboots, he doesn't want. So how will I fix that? Yeah, if he's very competitive, I'll tell him, okay, bro, only this month and good. You know, because I want to. This is a construction site in a way. You have to wear gumboots because every day you're building, it's wet. You see.
New anti-dark spots protocol powered by Melisil.
Now 140. Guys, we are designing the kitchen. Another kitchen here. From this, I'll take you to see. So, hii chuma inakimbia hapa nyakundi, inakuja tena inaingia hapa ikienda itafuatana na ile kutoka chini moja kwa moja. So zile za chini zitatoka chini zinakimbia hapa zinaenda wapi? Hapa. Hapa kuna moja kutoka chini iende wapi? Hapa mashine ikae. Haya sink, tume mambo ya sink. Sasa hii sink itakuja ifike hapa ilale kidogo kuja wapi? Hata nafasi kadogo tu kuisha. Guys, we are sorting sink ndogo. A small sink. Just a small sink. Ile ni kubwa. we need a very small sink. Let me Google, guys. You're gonna Google to see the size of the sink. So as we Google, we're setting something up. I'm gonna take you around to see the kitchens. This is Marwa and the boys. See my wife there laughing. You know me, I get excited when I'm doing good stuff. When I'm working hard, I get really excited. I'm happy. I love to push my mind in a good way. The smallest sink that you know, sink that we're gonna get in Kenya. Yeah, because we're gonna put right there. So guys, let me Google sink. We are designing a kitchen here. Right? The smallest sink. Well, kitchen is small. Kitchen sink measurements. Yeah. Yani ndio mnaona hapa inaingiana. I think this is very small, right? This one. You see, because let me see the measurements. Around. Trying to see the measurements. It's here. 400. 590, 400. So from here, 590. Yes. Moja kwa moja. Guys, that's how we are building. 400. 400. Sasa, after that, you need to put this thing in a box. 590 utafutiwa hapa ndio mwache space ya nini kupita. Mtaitafutia hapa.
Do you remember how other kids used to tease you when you were young? How did that affect your self-esteem? Well, the good news is you can improve your self-esteem with any stage of your life. Guys, I want to start this video here, but it's getting a bit chilly out here. So let's go inside and talk. Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for clicking this video and thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And in case you're seeing me for the first time, kindly consider subscribing and be part of this amazing family. Today, I'd like us to talk about this life coaching topic, self-esteem. Okay, let's start by looking at the definition. Self-esteem is defined by the Oxford Dictionary as one's attitude towards oneself or an evaluation of oneself. Yes, your attitude towards yourself and your own evaluation of yourself. This evaluation of yourself may be positive or good, or it may be negative or low. And that is why other people have a low self esteem, other people have a good or a positive self esteem about themselves.
is home to over 200,000 refugees, and many of them come from war-torn countries across the African continent. Their legal status in the country has at times exposed them to exploitation and abuse. The country's law enforcement agencies have also been trying to clamp down on those who have questionable documents. The courts have found some of the country's legislation regarding refugees is unconstitutional. Let's look at the lived experiences of undocumented foreign nationals in South Africa with Zaniko Mhlaba. Zaniko, good morning. A complex one, and one that really is also a part of the national debate around a number of different issues relating to jobs and opportunities and those sorts of things. But just bring us into the picture and share with us some of the stories you've been hearing.
A very good morning, Iman. Yes, indeed, it is a national debate currently in South Africa, as we've been seeing a lot of raids happening in places where you get more foreign nationals residing in a particular area, especially here in Gauteng. Just last week, the Home Affairs Minister conducted a raid in the northern parts of Gauteng, and just yesterday, another raid was happening in the province of Gauteng, especially in the Roodeport area west of Johannesburg. So coming out of these raids, there has been a question in terms of, there are those individuals, Iman, who came to South Africa illegally and do not possess any legal documents, whether from their own countries or they have not been able to get those documents within the borders of South Africa. Therefore, it becomes very difficult for them, to be walking around with legal documents. However, walking around without the legal documents exposes you to a potential arrest by law enforcement agencies who have to arrest you because you do not have the documents. However, some of them get exposed to many very exploitive actions, especially those who have managed to find some form of work within South Africa. I'm joined now by one of those gentlemen. He's coming from Zimbabwe. He has been in South Africa since 2000, and so he has been in this country for over 20 years. However, he still struggles to sort out his documents and does have some problems when it comes to abusive, incidents within his workplace. I'm going to bring him now. I can't identify him for his own safety and the protection of his identity. Baba, ngiyabonga kakhulu ngesikhathi sakho. Ngicela nje usinike i-background yakho baba ukuthi uqhamuke eZimbabwe ufike nini la eSouth Africa kodwa bese usichazela kabanzi ngey'nkinga zakho ohlangana nazo emsebenzini.
Ngifike lapha ngo-2000. Ngesikhathi ngisesakomishini yamapholisa esesengu-20. Ngazobotshwa ngo-2001. Ngajibotshwa. Ngajika eBedford. From that time ngijikila azake kube nengxaki yamapholisa. Kwaze kwatholakala ithuba lokuthi akazama ukuthi ngilungise amaphepha before ngibhadale adlele imali. And then kuthe 2009 kwaqhamuka lolu hlelo likamama uNkosazana Zuma ukuthi izizwana zeZimbabwe zinikezwe amaphemiti. Nami ngalungenela ngathola leyo phemiti. After that time namanje ngisebenzisa yona. Manje kumele sirenewe. Sesathola amawele abanye lokhu bangakatholi banenkinga akaphumi. Okay, since from 2000 abanye ba-apply.
New Nivea Q10 Dual Action Serum is 4 times more powerful when used together with the day cream.
It's happening, and the crackdown on illegal immigrants is here. The Home Affairs Minister has declared it. You might have seen on the news, leaders of different political sectors have declared it. People of South Africa, they have marched and handed their memorandum. Over the past weeks, we have covered where hospitals, people are now turning away illegal immigrants so that the free services and care are allocated for South Africans. So South Africans first, that has been the mandate, and it's getting clearer by the day. In the city of Johannesburg and across the country, raids have been conducted on various businesses. Those without papers, expired permits were arrested. So this is an appeal to all the illegal immigrants that are residing in the country, those that are in South Africa. If you haven't taken time to sort out your papers, make sure that you work out a plan to repatriate yourself. It's better to do that yourself than to be caught off guard, because then once you're arrested on the street or on the market, you don't have time to go back to your house. So the date is 29th of May, and 300 immigrants, illegal immigrants, so to speak, arrested in KwaZulu-Natal, in Durban. The employer is a textile industry factory. Police, however, with law enforcement upon arrival at the factory, they did not want to open the gate for them. They were trying to block them from entrance. As you can see on the images, they stormed the gate, jumped the fence, and started rounding them up.
A handful of Afrikaners recently packed their bags and left the country, eyeing a new life in the United States, claiming persecution and dispossession of land, and even a genocide of Afrikaners in this country. But South Africans' rejection of those discredited narratives has been overwhelming. This weekend in Pretoria, a fresh voice emerging from within the Afrikaner community. The civic movement, Better Einders, has launched a new campaign called Not USA, but USA. Their message, Afrikaners are not victims fleeing the country. Instead, they are choosing to stay, to stand firm, and to build a future right here at home. And what better way to celebrate that spirit than the true South African traditions of a good old braai and a soccer match. So, if you're in Pretoria yesterday, well, you missed out. You could have joined the Better Einders, the local Afrikaner community, and their so-called, quote-unquote, in inverted commas here, oppressors, and have taken to the soccer field and huddle around the braai fire later on yesterday. So let's hear more about this initiative from organizer Johan Erasmus, who joins me now. Good afternoon to you, Johan. Thank you for your time. We'll show our viewers the visuals coming through from the day you had. It looks like it was a great deal of fun. In the introduction, I was saying that you are saying the theme of your campaign is not USA as in the letters USA, but USA as in you, South Africa. Tell me about the thinking behind this campaign.
Well, yeah, good afternoon. So I think the thinking, and sorry for my voice, this was
you lost it yesterday.
One of the casualties of yesterday's soccer and braai. I think Trump ran a campaign that was very much focused on America first, and
the date is 29th of May, and
the voters of South Africa. There's no need to destroy the economic freedom.
My family today, and I don't know belly or something else, maybe it's rice or something. I'm not so sure what I'm going to do. But I tell it it's beef, and I'm the one cooking it today, so that I don't want someone food for me today. We have there's a man here. We have there's a man in the chat who loves it. Paka, be careful, like your cat. Who is that? kitchen. Come say hi. Come say hi. Slowly, but I can't because I'm cooking. Yeah, hey, I hope that please don't eat this cat's food. The cat is also hungry, wants to eat some meat. So and you eat the cat. Oh my god. Won't make sense at all. Anyway, I'm good, I'm doing well. Roger's clear. Are you the one who wants to eat the cat? Yay!
Welcome to the African News Channel. If you're new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more timely and relevant updates across Africa. Also, make sure to join our Telegram channel so you never miss an update, especially in the event of censorship. Your comments, respectfully shared, are always welcome and essential to our Pan-African dialogue. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and analytical purposes only. All content is based on publicly available footage and commentary. We do not promote hate, violence, or discrimination against any individual. Viewer discretion is advised. In a powerful resurfaced video, a South African politician passionately told his people that the days of Black South Africans being enslaved by a white supremacist Boer system are over. He called on his people to reclaim their dignity, reject the remnants of colonial servitude, and build a South Africa that works for its indigenous citizens.
White supremacy. To destroy white supremacy. To destroy blue assistance. I am not going to apologize to them, to anyone. I am not going to leave my people and their culture, whether you like it or not. It is not the African people who must march to the white. It is the white who must march to us. They do not like our culture. They do not like South Africa. The National Democratic Revolution's main content is the liberation of the African people in particular and the black people in general. We do not move. I am saying that you may ask us to leave certain chants, to say in our chants we may no longer say kill the poor, kill the farmer. But I will never agree that when my people sang and said the poor, they meant the individual white. And in our understanding of poor system, we are also as non-racial as we are in our code. You have just removed the community councillor. Were they white? They are not white. We are fighting them because they are supporting and advancing the poor system. No, we are not afraid. We will follow comrade.
partially politically incorrect breaking news. She has left. So people don't know who Bonani is. So you remember the podcast that I did where Penny was welcoming 1,500 people into MK Gianni Limpopo. That's Mkaya, so she'll be working together. For those who can't remember Bonani is, do you remember there was a video of old where she was living? She I don't know how to use the proper way because I don't want to get into trouble with Balapi Bendabu. She took a chicken at the river, she decapitated it, and I don't know if she threw, but it was a ritual and I remember in social media people were fighting over it. How is she so ruthless? But it's an African culture. Malema speaks about such when he says he was insinuating Barkamang Chirwa, Naledi Chirwa, who has links with Malawi, and she also has links with Malawian fugitive Pastor Bushiri, who's saying she thanks Bushiri for taking her to parliament, but Malema says it's not Bushiri who take you to parliament, it's us, so that we can even remove you to show that it's not Bushiri. But going to parliament, Malema also, of course, spoke about how Balegambet had to do ceremonies just to welcome, just to encourage the courts because she was promised to go to the presidency when she was leaving the parliament. So these rituals that we do, it's not something strange. You see people wearing spandla. Monguni people would wear spandla than most of us who are not Tunguni. I'm not saying we're not wearing, but I'm just giving an example that the rituals is what we do. So this is why she was protected on social media when she was doing it. But breaking news, she has resigned. She has resigned. So what we're going to get is, let me see if I can get her, and then from what we're going to have from her, we will talk. Let's see if we get her. Unani Petunia Makuel.
Yes, how are you, my brother?
I'm okay. Should I say Commander Monique?
No. Miss Makuel, it's fine.
We are no longer Commander Monique.
That's morning.
Okay. I'm happy. I'm happy you are smiling. You are wearing a smile under difficult circumstances.
I'm a very strong woman, Shem.
Yeah.
I take time to decide, and once I decide, I act.
Speaking about that specifically, the last few weeks has not been kind to you. You have not been well, and you spoke about.
I have not been well. I have not been well. It has not been easy. It's like I actually been going through a lot of emotional stress due to politics and my association with the party for the past, actually from the beginning of March, if I have to put it correctly.
Ish. So what broke the camel's back? What made you give up? You are a politician yourself. I mean, you did not come to MK wet behind your ears. You've got good credentials. I mean, you've been around. What made you give up to MK?
You know what happened? Let me say, Goro, when I joined the party, when I took a decision to leave the ANC, you remember I've been in the ANC for more than 20 years. Meaning that I've spent almost all my life in the ANC. I've been in the ANC active before I even became a mother. Now I've got children who are at facility, so you'll understand.
Yeah.
Now, so when I left the ANC because I felt that things were not fine, not specifically because of anything of my personal interest, but specifically because we were deviating from the agenda of the masses, which was mainly on mass building organization. But then
I'm saying I'm going to join MK Party. The reason why I joined MK Party was because I felt that personal and political organizationally, MK not very the existence of MKP is not like very far from what represent people in the country. So, but then after that, I waited for some time. I was appointed later to them. I want to put it there that I was not recruited in the UK party. Actually joined. I just spoke to a few people who were already active there to check out. Do I join? How do I get a membership? Those kind of things. And then that's how when no one came to me and said, when I was recruiting me to the party, I'm the one who decided to say I want to join the party. And then fast forward, just to make it short. After my joining, I participated and went across the province and recruited membership, which you already like I'm sure you've seen it membership. I went around the province to work. But even before I got appointed as a deputy organizer of the province, I was already facing serious challenges where I want to specifically say, if you remember, I was also part of those who organized the event that President Zuma addressed at the one of Babapeni. Yes. But after that, I think it didn't sit well with some of the people in the party. They felt that I was, me being new, it meant that I was not supposed to be actually organizing anything. And my organizing was based on that. I wanted to utilize the experience and the skills that I got from the ANC. I didn't want it to go to waste. So it had no any motive behind what I was doing. Fine. From the day whereby we had this the event of the president, the problems started to rise, whereby even as I speak to you, it took from the day of the event at Kuri to until my appointment as the deputy organizer on the 23rd of January 2025. I never spoken to Baba Pay. He actually blocked me. He started spreading this issue for I'm a spy, I'm a spy in the party, I'm sent in the party. But then I took it light because remember I just said maybe he's threatened by my existence. And then I addressed this matter with the SG I told him that I'm not happy with the way I'm treated in the UK. And then he said to me he was going to speak to my pain. I believe that he spoke because he never came back to me, but I took it that he spoke. And then after I was appointed as the deputy organizer of the province, we worked for the first 2 weeks. Everything was fine. I was among those who were going around the regions, the videos, the social media to prove that I worked. I was committed and I was doing what I know, because what I love most is to interact with the ground. It's not to be in the office, running the office, to go on the ground. Now, problems started when the provincial coordinator Maraha wanted to run all the offices of the party within the province. Whereby as a organizer, I had no responsibility. They started treating me like I'm a PA of the organizer and the coordinator, if I may put it that way. Whereby I remember there were some SRC elections at Shumwezi, whereby I was told straight that when the organizer didn't tell me that I must do things, I must wait, I must only be active when the organizer gives me a go ahead to work. And remember, the organizer, I know how things are done organizationally. It's not like we're going to any elective conferences, it's just us mobilizing. So since then, I started slowing down. I realized that it was tense. It became so tense to a level that at some point, I remember I wanted to resign. I sent my intention to resign to the employees of the National High Command in the Popo, Mr. Nakala and Matilda. That was before Wendy Miller joined the employees in the Popo. I sent a message to them, but then none of them responded. Remember, how early March, if I must be honest with you, early March. They never responded, but then some of the things they expressed themselves, because it got to a point whereby we were supposed to recommend names of the regional structures of the province. And then I consolidated names because I was deployed to consolidated names for Mobane, and then while Mina was consolidating names, because the principle was that each and every detachment will go to the region where they are deployed. So in the MK, you are convinced where we're coming from to your home province. So Mina was deployed to my home region, which is Mobane. But then we had the coordinator.
Good morning, Chairperson, honorable members of the Portfolio Committee, the technical team from the Office of the Chairperson in Parliament, as well as the media, together with the NSA, represented by the CEO and the Chairperson, Ms. Ms. Luaka, and the executive of the department. My name is Nobuhle Nkabane. I'm the Minister of Higher Education and Training. Thank you.
No, thank you very much, Chairperson. Greetings to you, the members of Parliament. Special greeting to the Director General of Higher Education, as well as the Minister. My name is Sihlelonzi, a Member of Parliament, deployed by the Economic Freedom Fighters. Just one plea, Chairperson. There are people who are watching at home and they're updating us. And they don't take kindly with the fact that the minister is eating. So please, Minister, if eat on the live TV, you can maybe step outside to have a small snack. But when you come in here, please don't engage in those activities, considering that in higher education, there are many students who are vulnerable, don't have food, not getting their allowances of NSFAS. So it may appear insensitive. It may not necessarily be what you intend, Minister. That's why I'm doing it with a kind heart to say, exercise sensitivity to that effect. Thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Chairperson. I will not be tempted to engage on any other issues. Let me pass my greetings to your good self as the Chair Minister. Welcome to the Portfolio Committee. You can relax, Minister. Welcome, DG. And, thank you very much, Chairperson. You can relax, Minister. Thank you.
No, thanks, Chair.
Hey, well, she can't eat most. How she can't even eat or do anything. She can't even eat. The poor minister can't eat. She can't even stand up. Hey, it's a mess.
Let's come back, colleagues.
No, thanks,
Duganelo.
Thanks, Chair. My name is Duganelo Tsepolo. I'm part of the committee. Greetings to you, Chair, the Minister, and the DG and the collective. Thank you.
Enkosi sihlalo mandiqale kuqala ndibulise wena amalungu ekomiti umphathiswa ugqirha ophethe abaphangeli uDG igama lam ndinguyanga Govana ndililungu lale komiti.
Morning, Honorable Chair, Honorable Minister, together with your team and everyone else, my colleagues. My name is Ashley Toike, the first Souls, and I'm a member of this committee. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, colleagues. Good morning, Minister and DD and the DG and all the DDGs and all the team. My name is Sihle Ngubane and I'm the member of this portfolio committee. Thank you.
Sihlalo committee, my Malunga department led by the minister, colleagues of the committee and extended staff members. And I'm a member of the committee.
Eleva Mutula Stulo, Kudumedisa, Listulo Sahao, Minister, Deputy DG, DG, and your delegation in the department, everybody else who's tuning in and following these proceedings, our colleagues in the media fraternity. Good morning. My name is Karabo Khachau, and I am an alternate member of this committee. You can drink water, Minister, it's fine.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Minister, DG, and the reps from the department, NSA. My name is Matlodi Maseko. And just to put a disclaimer, Chair, I'm a diabetic, so Lonzi, if I eat, I or to collapse, I will be to an ambulance. So bear with me for your constituents. Tell them I'm diabetic. I'm going to eat something, nibble something. If I feel horrible, it's okay. Thank you very much. So I'm the. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chair.
No, thank you very much. I think we've all introduced ourselves. Minister, I'm going to hand over to you to deal with the presentation. And then you can direct who's going to add, and then we'll take it from there. Thanks very much, Minister.
Thank you so much, Chairperson of the Portfolio Committee, and to honorable members of the Portfolio Committee for giving us an opportunity as the department to come and account before the Portfolio Committee. I believe we're not only accounting to the Portfolio Committee, we're also accounting to the public and the society at large. Maybe to just give a brief background before I hand over to the Chief Director responsible for SITA coordination, is to indicate that in terms of us executing our responsibilities, we are empowered by the Skills Development Act number 97 of 1998, which provides that the minister must appoint the chairpersons authority of SITAs after consultation with the National Skills Authority. It says the minister must also, by notice in Government Gazette, invite nominations for the positions of the chairperson of the account from interested parties in the relevant sectors. Meaning, if we nominate a person that we believe can add value in AgriSITA, that particular person cannot be nominated by a sector or by a bank sector. It must be a specific sector relevant for executing that responsibility. It is sectoral based. I think it's very important for me to emphasize that. Hence, the Gazette is still out so that we advise our people when they are making their nominations what they should consider in terms of nominations. Maybe to expand is to indicate that above legislative provisions, they also empower the minister when appointing SITA chairpersons to consult the National Skills Authority, and this consultation is neither intended to seek NSA approval nor concurrence. Thus, the decision to appoint the chairpersons and board ultimately rests with the executive authority. In this case, is the Minister of Higher Education and Training. In executing the whole process, the minister remained a staunch proponent of the Bill of Rights as enshrined in the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, which is the supreme law of the country, where Chapter 2 provides, amongst others, that freedom of trade, freedom of occupation, and freedom of profession, where every citizen has the right to choose their trade occupation or professionally freely. Equality, where everyone is equal before the law and has the right to equal protection and benefit to the law. Freedom of association, where everyone has the right to freedom of association, as well as political rights, where every citizen is free to make political choices.
So, where are you now? Married? Boyfriend? Girlfriend? Just friends? Or are you vibing? Life's just all about the vibes, isn't it? Or are you making life?
Against that background, honorable members, it's very important to indicate that we indeed complied with this legislative imperative in our efforts to make sure that we are indeed compliant with the law when executive, where there is no internal audit unit, where accounts are withdrawn, and there is high number of irregularities reported in the successive audit cycle. We just want to commend the University of Limpopo because they received clean audit. So in terms of these areas, we did not pick up anything. I just want to reflect on the research. The research suggests that amongst the historic disadvantaged institutions in South Africa, the University of Limpopo and the University of Venda have made significant strides since a major turnaround strategy. University of Limpopo at some stage was bankrupt and now boosts substantive revenues. In its current
Minister,
account,
I've got members raising their hands. Please hold on, Mama Sako.
Sorry, Chairperson and Minister. I'm afraid once you open that can of worms, we are going to engage with Limpopo. So the ideal scenario was you are not going to touch on Limpopo. All that you are saying now, when we engage after we have report in front of us, we can engage about that. For now, we open SETA, board appointments, and then we close with that, and not hear anything about Limpopo as we adopted we amended our agenda. So if we stick to that, we'll appreciate it. Thank you.
You're covered. Well, thank you very much, Honourable Minister.
Thank you so much, Shay. Yeah, I was just bringing context before I could commit to the date, because eventually the committee said they need a date for me to come and table the report. So I wanted to give a context so that when we come, at least we understand this concept. I take note from the honorable member, Honorable Maseko. We've looked at the processes that we are going to follow, Honorable Maseko. We sat down with the technical team that we're working with, in particular legal team led by Dr. Gondo, said we cannot make a determination with just one visit. After consolidating, we need to go back again to University of Limpopo to present what we have observed and what we have analyzed after looking at all the reports, the one that they gave us, the report from the university branch, as well as our legal team and CHE and SAQA, then we combine so that we're going to have a clear view of a full picture of what is happening in that institution. So we're proposing that we should bring the report for the attention of the Portfolio Committee on the 30th of July, 2025. Thank you. With those few words, Chairperson, I believe there are few. Allow me to hand over to the Chief Director responsible for SETA coordination to take us through the details of the presentation.
I don't know how few are they, but if you are saying there are few, it's okay. We'll take your word for it. SETA coordination.
Honorable Chair and honorable members, the part that I'm about to present clarifies the process which was undertaken, as well as the due diligence processes, which formed part of the whole process of the nomination that led to the appointment. it is important for me to emphasize that the process is
Tingling and numbness, again and again, could be signs of vitamin B deficiency. Neurobian helps treat vitamin B deficiency at its root to relieve these symptoms so you can put life back in your hands. Neurobian.
Thank you, Honorable Lonzi.
I was rising on a point here to say, can we not, can we cut the minister, because you'll end up cutting us because of time, unless she doesn't mind staying here until 6 p.m. But her responses are very long. I don't know now because she's leaving and my questions are directed to her, and it's my turn. She wants to go to the bathroom. Maybe you can give someone else and then I'll come back when she's back.
No, it's fine. We'll take a 5-minute break. Yeah. No. Honorable Lonzi's long said he's going to assist me to check. No, we'll take a 5 minutes break. Let's settle down. Yeah. Yeah, but solve your problem first. Solve.
Chair, I feel abused.
No, so by the DG. Let's start, colleagues. I managed to speak to our technical team during the break to find out what would have happened during that period of no sound. So I'm happy to indicate that they are saying that during the break, remember there was a break where the laptop of the department was not working on our sophisticated systems. And then they mistakenly touched the sound button into an off channel. But thanks to you members and those at home who notified us on time, were able to restore sound. There was no sensor there, because I know some people might think we wanted to censor people not to hear what we're dealing with. So I thought it's very important that we clarify that it was a technical mistake from our technical people. So, Honorable Lonzi, I am going to give to you now. Thank you.
No, thank you very much, Chairperson. You know, Minister, it's leadership that people of South Africa, we did this process and we realized that there were some mistakes or errors on the way. And we're now taking a decision to restart the process. That's leadership. It's not a sign of weakness. It's not making yourself to look bad. In fact, if anything, it demonstrates to the people of South Africa that you are a listening department, that when they say we don't agree, you are able to humble yourself and come and say, we have heard your cries and we apologize for how things happened. We are now restarting the process. But what is not leadership, Minister, is when you are restarting the process, but you are still insisting that there was nothing wrong with the process. There is absolutely no one, no rational person, no ordinary person, not a single person in South Africa that can buy that story. You can't say the process was... We're not asking you to give us their locations. We're not asking you to give...
Loretto, my skin is just not giving the even tone glow. Your skin needs a CeraGlow with pro-ceramides and niacinamide.
Give us their address. We're not asking you to give us their phone numbers. We want the profile of who are these panelists that are recommending names to our minister
And the minister clearly takes these people seriously because we've got an NSFAS board because of this independent panel, secret panel. We have seater appointments because of this secret panel. Council deployments to institutions and TVET colleges are going to be made because of this secret panel. So I ask again, Minister, what are the names of these panelists who are advising you to make very critical appointments in institutions of higher learning, in government, in the CETAs, in NSFAS? We want to know who they are because they could be your friends.
Thank you so much, Honorable Lonzi, for your questions. I think we need to understand governance 101, how institutions work. There are advisory bodies in each and every governance system, be it a department. If you can go around and look around from those various departments, there are advisory bodies that advise the minister on certain issues.
So, sorry.
No, I listen to you. You must also listen to me when I'm responding to questions.
You, Chairperson.
Yeah, Honorable Kaka.
Chairperson, I understand that it's not nice to be put in a spot, right? And I understand that the nature of this conversation, because it's personal, is heated and uncomfortable. But that can never justify there being a firing of attitude and a disrespect altogether to members that question. The minute you say yes, conscientiously, you say each and every decision that I take is open for scrutiny. And that is the spirit that the minister is supposed to have in answering questions about the decisions that she makes while under the payroll of the Republic of South Africa.
No, thank you, Minister. I think members have got a pressure of time. So if they feel like the question that they've asked is not being responded to, or we're taking long to respond, they may interject. And we must try by all means not to have, what do you call it, dialogue amongst ourselves. So maybe let's try and be patient with one another, listen to one another, but let's take cognizance of the fact that members may be under pressure because of the time constraint that we have. So if they ask or look, it's okay, maybe you are not going to my answer, let's not take it as a disrespect and then fight with them. I think let's, as much as I've got a responsibility to protect you as our invitees to the meeting, I also have a responsibility to protect us from being attacked. I think so. Let's try and work it that way. Honorable Lonzo.
Chair, I don't know why the minister is telling me about advisory councils. There's no one in South Africa who doesn't know that there are advisory bodies. Even the presidency has gotten advisory bodies. But if the advisory body of the president takes that advisory body so serious that it even tells him who must be a judge in South Africa, who must be a minister in South Africa, who must be a commissioner in South Africa, then the people of South Africa deserve to know who are these advisors to the minister. The minister can't say to us, he can't say, I know that the advisors, can't say, let's know the law or the advice. I know the advisor, that's not my question. My question is, who are these advisors to the minister that the minister listens to and takes so seriously that she takes very big and critical decisions in the department? Why is the minister refusing to tell us? Who are these advisors that are advising you, minister? Who are the names? Who are the profiles of this independent panel that you take so seriously, that told you who to put in the CETAs, that told you who to put in the NSFAS board, that tells you who to put as university council employees? Who are your advisors? Is it your mother? Is it your sister? Is it your friend? Is it a boyfriend? Is it a girlfriend? The people of South Africa must know, where are decisions of higher education taken? You find that a decision is taken in a tavern, we don't know. Because clearly these advisors are more important than all of these officials of Department of Higher Education which are sitting here.
Why can't we say, no, the DG advises me? No, the DDG advises me. There is a group, there is a clique in higher education that advises the minister, yet the minister does not want to tell us who these advisors are. So because of time, I'm asking you a yes or no question. And I'm going to follow up on this, you can rest assured. And we're going to get the names of those advisors. I just want, at least on record, to get an understanding from you so that I can move on to the next question. Are you willing to tell us who are these people that advise you to make appointments to CETAs, to make appointments in NSFAS, to make appointments to universities, to make appointments in Tibet colleges? Yes or no? So that's the next question. Thank you.